Trying to read.
Welcome to the Portland, Oregon Graphic 45 office. Today we're going to be showing you a fun make and take. It's just a really simply Graphic 45 tutorial that will show you how to do. It's great to recreate for a really quick gift that you want to whip up, or if you're doing maybe a whole party scene and you want lots of different party favors, this is a really great make and take for that. Also, we're going to be giving out a really awesome prize. So you're going to make sure to want to comment, just leave us a comment where you're joining us from or what you want to create using our Nature Sketchbook collection. That would be awesome. We want to share the inspiration. So what we'll be giving out today for the lucky winner, we've got one awesome prize, and you're going to win these beautiful ephemera cards. They come in 4x6 and 3x4s. You get 32 pieces. You're also going to win a 6x6 of patterns and solids. An 8x8, just full of all the, I can't really get in there, but you can see all those beautiful design papers but have been shrunk down to size. So these are great for cards and mini albums. Both decorative and journaling chipboard. So tons to work with there. And these are double-sided 2 sheets die cut flowers that you're going to win, as well as tags and pockets. There's so much in this collection, it's so awesome. And 12x12 of the design papers, as well as the 12x12 patterns and solids. So you'll have a ton to work with. So be sure to let us know where you're joining us from, what you want to create with this collection, and you'll be entered to win.
So we have people checking in from all over the world already, and this is Amy behind the camera saying hello to all of our friends. We have Taddy Scrap from Spain.
Hey, Taddy.
We also have Maria Cole from here in Oregon as well, and Bernadette, and we got Lynn Armstrong from Cheyenne. So keep on saying hello, folks, and thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. It's nice to have Maria joining us today. She's actually the designer of the fun project we're going to be sharing. So be sure to say thanks, Maria, for sharing your beautiful talents with us. But we're just going to jump right in and show you how we make this nice and simple. It's a fun tag gift card holder. You could also put some nice little note in there, some photos, maybe some tickets to an event. But if I can get this in there. It's really fun. It's got some fun 3D effects to it. So we'll jump right in and I'll show you how to recreate this. And of course, it's using our Nature Sketchbook collection. So we're going to use just some extra of our decorative chipboard that we used on a project earlier that we'll showcase after the make and take. We're just going to use a few extra pieces from there, and then 3 sheets of paper. You'd be able to get numerous gift card holders out of these sheets of paper. I think you could get up to 4. But we're just going to be creating the one today, and we're using our beautiful world, as well as Monarch Majesty and Seasonal Splendor. So you can see these are all double-sided, gorgeous papers. Right. We'll also be using some Hug Snug seam binding. This is one of my favorite crafting ribbons. It comes in over 100 colors. You get 100 yards, and you can buy it online, random different places, Amazon and other places, Zipper Stop, and for a really affordable price. So it's fun and easy to use. It's also great. It takes inks and other things. So we're going to jump right in. So I've taken our beautiful world, and I've just cut out one of our 4x6 cutouts. You can choose whichever one you would like. I'll be using this one today. And then I've also cut from the other paper just another piece. You can see, and you can see it's the decorative side, and the measurements. You're going to be able to find the measurements and directions on our newsletter that went out today, and there's also a link in the description of this live video, so you can click on that link and you can print out these wonderful directions. It's just a two-page directions, nice and simple. You can see there's photos along with every step, so it's nice and easy. So you'll get all those dimensions there. So I'm just going to cut this out and flip it over. This is going to be what's creating our pocket. So I'm going to adhere that down now. And I'm going to use some nice score tape. Flip this over. I'm only going to be putting adhesive on in a U shape leaving the top unadhered so it'll act as a pocket.
Hey, Debbie from California.
Hey, Debbie.
Also see that our lovely mother and head designer Diane Schultz has logged in from Utah office.
Hey, Mom.
So it's always nice to have the creative genius on board too. So
yeah, so much talent joining us today. So I'll do my best not to make any mistakes. Okay, so now I've got my adhesive down. Just gonna pull this up. So have you started creating with Nature Sketchbook? And if you have, what have you made so far? Be sure to share in the comments with all the different things you've created at this point. I'm loving this idea for also, you could do a little seed packets, or you could, you know, put some lavender or something in here too. It would be a really great idea. So I've just adhered that down, and now all of a sudden I already have a nice and easy pocket. I'll show you. So I've already created my pocket, the hard work is already done, and now we just get to do the fun part of embellishing. So I'm just gonna take some Hug Snug seam binding, and I'm going to tie it down. Oops, I wanna have it, my bow on the left hand side. So now I'm just going to tie a bow, having it dangle off. Once I get my bow situated, then I'll go ahead and adhere down my ribbon on the back side so it doesn't move around. My bow's just creating the 2 loops.
And I think this is a lot of fun right now, especially with all of us in the northern hemisphere. I think most of us have been having pretty harsh winters, so it seems like everybody's kind of getting antsy for spring and anything that's a reminder of the outdoors and just nature. So
some greenery.
It's definitely a fresh change to the scenery.
So now I've just added my ribbon, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, and now I'll add some adhesive on the back so it doesn't move around too much. I think this would be a really fun idea. Also, you could stick this onto a plate of, or onto a dish of something that you make for a friend, and then include the recipe in the pocket.
That's a great idea. So it doesn't have to be limited to a gift card holder. You could definitely put a recipe in there, or even just a note.
Yeah, a note would be nice. I know Maggie from our design team makes homemade salsa every year from her garden. And so I'm thinking, if she wants to make me one of these and send me some homemade salsa with the recipe attached, that would be something I would really appreciate as well. I know we're big salsa fans up here.
Hello, Elizabeth from Brazil.
So now I'm just taking some chipboard. You can see from my decorative chipboard pack, you get so much to work with, and a lot of times you have these little fun extra pieces, and they are a really great addition, just adding some texture and dimension to your projects in a really simple way. So I'm going to take 2 of these little square flourishes and adhere those onto my ribbon.
Hello, Joanne Bain from Australia.
Hello.
Thanks for checking in.
And so this is just going to kind of even out. So I have got this nice bow on one side, and then on my other side I'm going to have these chipboard pieces. See, this is just the fun and easy part. It would be so simple to recreate this, you know, to make a dozen of them if you're having a get-together. So it's what I really like about our Simply G45 tutorials, is they're really fun and easy to make over and over again when you're on a time limit. So I've added that. Now I'm just going to add 2 more chipboard pieces, and then we're going to do some fussy cutting. So this, again, just came from the decorative chipboard. I'm going to add it up to the top to make it a nice tag-like shape. You see that dome will add that nice dimension, and with the score tape, it's going to be so good to adhere on there, even though it's heavy on the top. Score tape is so heavy duty that it's in our favor. And of course, if you want, you can take the extra time to take some ink or a pen and ink around your chipboard edges. So adhere that down. Now I've got this beautiful lemon chipboard. I'm going to adhere this down.
Thanks, Nancy. Nancy says she loves how everything coordinates and makes everything into something, but makes everyone make something different. I think that's the funnest thing with seeing what everyone's creating using the same collection of all the different things that people can come up with. It's very inspiring.
Very. It's always a fun part about when we send out a collection to see what our designers and what all of you G45ers create with it. It always goes above and beyond our imaginations of anything we could have imagined, which is amazing. But it is nice to have an easy color palette to work with and some embellishments so you have a good launching point, and then you just have to let your creativity go and go. But so now I'm going to take this page, and you can see there's just a ton of fun butterflies here. You can pick any that you would like. I'm going to pick two of the same. So I'm going to pick these yellow and blue butterflies, and then two of these little orange butterflies as well. And just to give you some fun, easy fussy cutting tips, when you want to fussy cut, I don't want to be moving around with this whole huge 12 by 12, so I'm just going to jump in there and loosely cut around the image that I want. But I want to make sure I'm also not, sabotaging too many other butterflies in the process of getting this one that I want. But so I'm just going to loosely cut around there. And I'm not going to worry about the antenna. All right. So now that I've got my shape loosely cut around, now you just go in with your fine tip scissors, and then you're just going to want to move your image, move your paper while keeping your scissors somewhat still. I know I'm not a pro like all of our amazing design team members are, but I do what I can. But that really helps. We also have on our Pinterest board, we have a whole board full of tips and ideas, and there's a lot of fussy cutting tips on there too. So if you really want to take full advantage of our beautiful papers and designs, I'd suggest, trying to fussy cut, because it'll really get your mojo going, and you'll really understand how much fun to create these different pieces can be when you're adding all these layers and dimensions. Just using some simple fussy cutout pieces along with some foam adhesives.
I think fussy cutting seems to have that kind of like meditative release to it too. So if you have a bunch of fussy cutting to do, turn on a movie, and do that and kind of do some multitasking and get a little relaxing in.
Yeah, just make sure you sit by a nice lamp while you do that. And yeah, you can get in a lot of fun stuff. So I've already got two butterflies here fussy cut out for you. Now I'm just going to start putting them together. I'm going to put one on top of the other, one image on top of the other, and then I'm going to take my crocodile and I'm going to punch 2 holes in there. In the instructions it says 1, but for me, I prefer, because our beautiful metal stamp brads, you can see here, they have 2 each. Each brad has a flange on each side, or an arm, so it's got 2 arms. So I like to create a hole for each arm. That way it sits a little bit flatter and you have a little less issues. So I'm going to do that on either side of the butterfly's body. So I'll put 1 hole on one side and 1 hole on the other side. You can see here. Not perfect, but once you put in this brad, you're not going to notice anyway. So got my brad in, so you can see each arm has its own hole. Now I can pull down my wings, or my arms. You can see now we've got that put together. I'm going to do the same with the orange butterfly, but you can see now I can start really giving my butterfly some movement and texture. So just easy with your fingers, you can do this, but I am going to add some fun stickles and sparkles. So before I create that texture, I'm going to keep that flat, and then we'll do our little sparkles. But again, we'll just take our crocodile and punch a hole on either side of the butterfly's body. You can see I've got my holes. And in our stamped brad packs, you get 5 of these geometrical brads, as well as 5 of these really beautiful ornate brads, which I'll show you on this butterfly. You can see this one's got a lot more texture to it. So it's fun to have the variety, just adding that extra texture. But now that I've got those going, I'm gonna grab my stickles, and this is an optional step, of course. You could always do stickles, you could do glossy accents, just some glitter, but just to give it some extra light, so it just makes an extra pop off my project, I'm going to add this. And you can just add it wherever you'd like. And then along with this orange one, I'll just put it right on this black.
And you can see that how just that little bit of the stickles adds that fun texture and kind of shimmer to the butterfly.
And like I said earlier, the project sheet to recreate this fun and easy project is on our newsletter that went out today. So if you're on our newsletter list, you'll already be getting that. If you're not, you're going to want to be sure to sign up for our newsletter. The link directly to the newsletter is also in the description, so you can find it there. Now we're going to want this to dry, but you'll want to create some movement once it does dry with your wings, just using your fingers or a pencil, a pen in your craft room, and just have that fly right off the page. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere these down. For that, I'm going to use a liquid adhesive. So I'm using some Tombow Mono adhesive right now. I want this to fly right there. And with my orange butterfly, I'm going to put it on top of this chipboard, just adding that extra layer of dimension. And there you go. We have our beautiful gift card holder all done. So you can see it'd be really easy to duplicate this to create 12 or so at a time, or one. But it would also be easy just to make one at a time when you're running out the door and you need a gift, a hostess gift, or whatever your event you're going to. Easy to do that. Along in that newsletter that you also got today, you also got a really awesome project sheet for our Volume 1 monthly class series. This is using our butterfly album and our Nature Sketchbook collection. So we've taken one of our butterfly albums. I'll show you what one of those looks like bare. It comes like this. You can also get this in craft, and it also comes in a red numbers pattern as well. It's our this is our butterfly square tags and pockets album. And if you open this up, you get so many pages. So it comes with all these ivory cardstock pages. It also comes with 6 of these awesome craft tags. So much to work with, and as well as pockets here, you're also going to get some pockets here, so there's lots of room for your photos. So go ahead and print out all those photos you've been taking on your iPhones right now, and then you'll have tons of room inside this mini album that you're going to be creating. So in that newsletter, you get this as well. It's a printable project sheet. Just download that, and you can see we've created so many fun pages. Just follow along to the simple directions, and you can see you could be creating this gorgeous mini album. But what are you thinking, Amy? What would you use this mini album for?
Well, I do love the outdoors, so that I have a lot of different photos that I think would go perfect in this album, just to kind of show off all the nature photos. So I think there's a lot of options. I mean, I think this collection officially has become my favorite collection of all time that we've ever done. So lots of options here.
That's a bold statement. We do have 3 new collections that are about to start shipping to stores near you. So if you join us next week, we're going to be doing some more live videos showcasing some new collections, and you can see one of my brand new favorite collections. But again, this is a fun and easy project to do, and you're going to see you have tons of room for your photos and all those journaling sentiments. So don't delay. You know, sometimes you need a little push to print that out and print out your photos and get working, but we hope you do that today. And we hope that you share with us your inspirations. You know, we are on Facebook, we're also on Instagram, and if you post your projects using the hashtag Graphic45, we're always happy to see what you've been creating, and we like to share as well. So we do regrams on Instagram, and we also share Graphic45 of the week every week on our Facebook page, and so be sure to share with us. And I think Amy's getting ready to pick out a winner for our big prize.
I do have the winner, but first let me answer Dana's question. This collection that Shari has been working with is Nature Sketchbook, and this is available in stores now. So make sure to check out your local scrapbook store, or it's also available on scrapbook.com and a number of other online resources. So just search Nature Sketchbook and Graphic45, and you can be playing with this collection very soon. So definitely get this in your hands if you don't have it already.
Yeah, it's a lot to hold. This is a big collection, so there's so much to work with, and we can't wait to see what the winner does with this.
All right, and so the lucky winner of the Nature Sketchbook package is Jan Clayton Patton.
Jan Clayton Patton, you've won this gorgeous Nature Sketchbook prize, so be sure to email us. Email Joanna at g45papers, papers.com, to let her know that you've won the Facebook Live Nature Sketchbook prize package, and we'll go ahead and ship this out to you. So send us your address. But for everybody else who joined us today, thank you so much. We had a blast making this fun and easy make and take. We hope that you create some as well and you share them with us. And we'll see you next week when we introduce our new winter collection. So thanks so much.
Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great day.
Bye.